I've loved every assignment that I've had, and I've had quite a few across the United States, and I loved every one of them. But being in Texas is really where my heart is.
The Horseshoe Bay Resort, when it was first founded, was primarily for tourists. But they did sell lots, and they were beginning to trickle in with a few full-time residents. But there were very few initially, and then it just grew from there.
When I first arrived, we had a functional building. My residence was within the building itself. So we had a limited social life there because we had no family life center, no place that we could open the house to everyone. So about 2 years into it, we started thinking of expanding, so we added the Family Life Center.
We now have a community center, so we have a facility that we can have social gatherings and gatherings for not just the Catholics in our area, but also for the Protestants in our area that can come. And they feel very warm and connected to St. Paul the Apostle. And they feel comfortable and are welcomed here when we have certain events and social gatherings, and they feel that this is part of their community, which is very important to us. And I think that's important to the Paulist Fathers as well.
We saw the parish become much more alive, more attractive to people. And over the years, we've seen the numbers grow.
There are 9,000 lots in Horseshoe Bay, and there are probably about 4,700 or 4,800 lots that are currently occupied, that are built on. My late husband and I were thinking about moving to Horseshoe Bay, and we weren't here very long, and we checked to find out if there was a Catholic church available, and we found out about St. Paul the Apostle, and so we came here, and it was amazing. Father Dalton was here then, a Paulist priest who was in Austin, and he was a missionary at heart, and he met some people in Horseshoe Bay, which is about 50 miles from Austin, and he would come here on the weekends and he would say Mass. When Father Dalton found out about Horseshoe Bay, there was nothing here, nothing. And he would meet with Catholic families and he would say Mass in their homes. And then it started growing to where it was too large to be able to say Mass in homes. He met with several people, including one of the original developers of the Horseshoe Bay Resort. And Mr. Hurd said, I have some land that if you're willing to build a church where we can make services available to the people in our community, I'd be open to making the land available to you. So he donated the land. And they were not Catholic, but they met with the bishop in Austin and recognized the fact that there's a possibility that they could build a facility here that would bring religious opportunities to all of their residents.
We see it again growing with a new vigor, primarily because Austin is growing towards our area. There is more affordable housing for families.
Now, just in the last 15 or 20 years, a lot of people that are moving here are not retired. They're still working, but they're able to work from home and they're able to continue their business community. So we're getting younger parishioners, even some families with young children, which is a blessing.
That gives us a great deal of excitement for the future.
They're a very giving community. They give of their time and their talent, and they're there to help whatever needs to be dealt with or whatever needs to be worked on. And it makes you feel like you want to be a part of that as well.
We're working on right now a capital campaign to add additional seating and other rooms for the parish, including a narthex for gathering of the community again, all in line with the idea of being a more hospitable place.
The memorial garden to recognize and honor those individuals that served in the armed forces was designed to try to make it possible for us to recognize our family members that served in the military. It's designed with 13 metal stripes, and then on those stripes we can add plaques, and then above that a metal facing where the stars are cut out and the sun shines through those stars and back down into the plaques. It's just beautiful. There's an incredible statue, lest we forget, that shows Jesus wrapping his arms around a soldier and basically comforting him. And a lot of people just come to see that. We also, through the brilliant idea of a senior in high school, one of our parishioners, and he came up with the idea of creating a walking garden for the Stations of the Cross. And he spent all of his time and effort to make that happen, to also include an honor for the unborn child. And we have special displays, and it's very peaceful and quiet, and we encourage anybody to come around and spend a little bit of time with that. Here at St. Paul the Apostle, we have the St. Vincent de Paul Society, we have the Paulist Associates, we have an outreach program for a bereavement group, we have people that are involved in women gathering together. And again, this is not just Catholic women, but all of the women are invited in this area to be involved in some of our social activities and some of our learning activities. And we have a group that puts together at Christmas time their little gift baskets that they make available, not just to people in Horseshoe Bay, but all over this area. If there is a needy family, then we help them with that. But there are many, many groups.
For me, it has been the experience of celebrating our oneness as a community. That has given me a great deal of energy, new energy.
The Paulists are the most incredible group of religious men I have ever met. Very individual, and yet come together with the intent of trying to provide the best possible service they could to the community. And so everyone is welcome, and that's a refreshing feeling. And it's what we have here at this parish.
It's a place where everyone has a chance to be part of a community that is accepting, forward-looking, and prayerful.